Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. In this video, we're going to talk about a repossession of a vehicle from an individual that we're doing the response, summons response for. Now, this is with the original creditor. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that when we talk about doing a response to the original creditor, it's really going to only be when you have a dispute with the original creditor. And so I'm going to talk to you about why we took this one on and why, in the way that we believe we can help this individual really to get a good settlement on this, and I'll go into more detail about it. Before I get into that, I want to thank everyone who watches the video. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate when you like the video. It helps us reach more people that need help with their credit or debt, or some of the times people just need to be able to hear someone that seems like they're, that's answering their questions, that's in the same fight that they're in. And then also, I would like to thank everybody for just really supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. So now, let's get into this here. This individual had a truck. It was a commercial vehicle. And reading through the summons, one of the things that caught my attention, because this is from the original creditor, and this also can show you why if you do it the right way, you can win your lawsuit against a third-party debt collector. Because in this summons here, they don't hide anything. There's no blacked out information. There's no redacted information. It has account numbers, has the VIN numbers, has all of his information, has contract information, all of that stuff. But here's the problem that we found after doing a consultation with him, is that he accidentally, and the reason why we'll say accidentally, is because someone that he knew about the truck, and they were looking to purchase a truck, and they called him to say, hey, is there anything wrong with it? Which is logical. Like, they wasn't calling to say, something against the car sales company. This individual was just knew that person had the truck before, and now they were interested in getting it, and they just wanted to say, hey, is there any problems with it? Because these vehicles, it says here, when he got it originally, was $127,000. So after reviewing everything, and with the discussion that he had with that individual, telling him that the vehicle was, in very good shape, he said, well, I ended up buying the vehicle, and it was for over $90,000. So now, here's the problem with that. When you have a repo, this is standard. This is the standard. What do you call it? This is what every finance company is going to do. Standard protocol. They're going to repo the vehicle. They might throw some fees on for repoing the vehicle for the repo man. And then they're going to take that vehicle to auction. They're going to sell it for whatever they're going to get. And then they're going to come after you for the deficiency balance, which is the difference between what you owed and what they sold the vehicle for at auction. Something that caught our attention with this one, after doing our consultation, is, there was already an issue with the amount that he believes that the vehicle was sold for. And so I started backtracking, saying, okay, well, where is the auction statement? Was it sold at auction for that amount? And he said, no, it wasn't sold at an auction, and I never got an auction statement. So what happened was the auto sales place took the vehicle back, which a lot of them do. A lot of people don't notice that there are dealers that will take the vehicle back, and then they will resell the vehicle. The problem that we see with this is that they took the vehicle back. It was not sold at auction. They're coming after him for a deficiency, but when they resold the vehicle, which is his right to, when they repo the vehicle, they have to like cancel out the whole contract, and part of doing that is selling that vehicle at auction, because that all ties are done, that contract is ended, it's charged off. This is the deficiency balance if they choose to go after the individual for it. They cannot sell the vehicle at auction for more than what you owed, or they can sell it for more than what you owed and try to come after you for the money, because they're like, the auction paid it, whoever bought it at auction paid it, you didn't pay it, so they can't like come after you for the balance that you owed on the vehicle. No, they can't do that. And what we're gonna be writing up in this summons response is, we believe that and they're coming after him for a little over $60,000. We are going to write a response, and we're going to state his side, saying that he believes that the vehicle was sold by the dealer. It was not sent to an auction. It was sold by the dealer for $90,000 or $1,000 or more, which would reduce the amount that he would actually owe in the deficiency, and he's willing to pay that amount. He just wants to have this, have all of this be above table, not something where they're just trying to get over on him, where they're going to repossess the vehicle. He originally paid $127,000. They're saying that there's a deficient. They're actually saying that there's a deficiency balance of $41,000. But if you add what he had paid into the vehicle and what they claim was still owed, he's thinking that there might be somewhere around $10,000 is what would be owed after the deficiency. And then that he would be willing to either pay that or do a settlement on that. So be very careful when, especially right now, used vehicles, and especially these commercial vehicles, because they can sell even with high miles, as long as they're good, as long as the engine is good, the body is good, frame is good. These vehicles can almost sell nearly for what they sold for new. So be very careful. Your rights, if a vehicle is repossessed, you give it to them. Either it's repossessed where you give it back, or they come and take the vehicle. It doesn't matter. They're going to sell it at auction. You have a right to get that auction statement to see what it sold for. And then from there, you can choose to offer a settlement, or you could wait it out and see what they're going to do on that. If the dealer takes the vehicle and sells the vehicle, and they don't send it to auction, because they know if they put it back on the lot, they can arrange financing for another person. So they're going to get money on the financing for bringing it to whichever finance company, and they're going to make money on what they put on top of the vehicle. And if we just go off of the numbers that they're stating here, they said that the defendant owed around $41,000. If it's sold for $90,000, so you're telling me that on top of what he had already paid them for what deficiency they claimed he had, and then they sold the vehicle for $90,000, we're talking about a difference of almost $50,000 in that transaction that went to them. And if it's charged off, if the amount that they have is charged and written off, and if the dealer is going to take that loss, in a way, they're going to be getting paid twice. They're going to be getting paid from the charge-off, write-off on their taxes, that write-down, and then they're going to be getting paid for arranging new financing for another individual. So I'm going to submit this. When we get the end result on this, we will make an update video on this, because this is a strange one. I've seen this happen with where they sold it at auction, but I have not seen this happen where the dealer was actually coming after the individual for the deficiency, especially when they're able to take those vehicles back and put them right back out on the market and sell them. All right, just wanted to get that information over to you. This is everyday stuff that we go through here at thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, where you can see my 8-point validation process and my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit report scores, please go to the website, your3scores.com. Everything starts there. That's where credit repair starts. That's where getting out of debt starts. That's where your whole financial history is sitting there, even though some people don't agree with it. But that's where everything starts. If you're going to improve your finances, you got to know where you're starting at. If you have debt collectors coming after you, grab my 3-pack of letters: statute of limitations letter, cease and desist collection activities letter, and debt validation letter. I do ask for a donation on them. It's worth it. I just had an individual that asked my opinion on them filling out the form, and they did a very good job. If you can follow instructions, you're going to be able to utilize those. And I'm pretty sure that individual is going to get that debt where they're just not going to come after them. If you have debt collectors trying to sue you in court, third-party debt collectors, we can review your documents and let you know if we're able to help you. Even if it's an original creditor, we will still do the review and just give you some options on what we would do if we were in that situation. There's links below this video for everything that I mentioned. Also a membership program if you don't want to hire us directly, but you want to get all of the information, all of the documents to do stuff yourself, and you will have live support. You know, other membership programs don't do that. I'm able to do that because I have full-time workers that work for me. So I'm able to do that for you. So if you decide to get the membership program, get it. And then if you need help with something, you can drop us an email or give us a quick call, and we will answer you as long as you're an active member of the membership program. All right, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.